Hello, friends. I am Pastor Kurt Richey, and I want to welcome you to the very first episode of a podcast we call Encounter Life. This podcast is one of several that will, over the coming months, originate from Encounter Studios, located in beautiful Sumter County, Florida. I want to begin today first by thanking lead pastor and founder of Encounter Church, Derek West, for giving the green light for this ministry. Pastor Derek has an incredible life story. In a series of episodes that will begin probably in March, you are going to hear how this man went from pushing dope to pushing hope. The story of a kid named Dirty. What an exciting moment this is for me. So much time and effort has gone into making this moment possible. I also want to thank Pastor Dale Clayton for his friendship and at this particular moment in time, all of his patience with me at those moments when the technology just overwhelmed me. I don't want to overlook worship leader Jazz Gonzalez, who has his finger on the pulse of current trends in church communication and music. He has been an invaluable resource of insight and information. There are many others that have believed in this ministry and have been a deep reservoir of encouragement. Thank you. Lastly, I want to thank Gabe Ellerton, who takes care of editing and distribution. He's the one that really makes us sound good. Thank you, each and every one. So let's talk for a few minutes about Encounter Life. What can you expect? As a listener and as a podcast subscriber, and yes, I hope you do hit that subscribe button, it is our hope that you will be both encouraged and inspired. It will be our goal to leave you with more questions than answers. As a result of being a listener to this podcast, it is our hope that you will be inspired to dig deeper, to ask questions, to desire to know more about Jesus and the life-transforming gospel that he preached. We want to challenge you to know Jesus, to ponder the greatness of God, and to embrace the mystery of his word. I want to give you a reason for the hope that I have. There will be a variety of different series that we will bring to you in the months that follow. One of the first will be a series we call Encountering Christianity. Think of this series as a basic Christianity class. No worries with this series. We are going to keep it really simple. Also, we are going to offer a series of episodes called Hometown Heroes, ordinary people living extraordinary lives. In this series, I will be interviewing some truly incredible people that have lived exciting, faith-filled lives. However, a series that I'm really looking forward to is the one I mentioned just moments ago, From Pushing Dope to Pushing Hope. During this series, you are going to hear about the life of Derek West, the man that I call my pastor. You will also hear the story of his amazing wife, Nicole. Both are former convicted felons. You are going to be so inspired when you hear their stories, when you hear of what God has done, both for them and through them. There will be another series of episodes where you can get your questions answered. The series will be called What Else But? Ask the Pastor. In this series, the staff pastors at Encounter Church will be answering listener-submitted questions. In a few minutes, we'll give you information on how to submit those questions. As you can tell, we have some exciting new things coming your way. I cannot thank all of you enough for your interest and your enthusiasm. I ask that you will be patient with us, especially as we begin. I expect that we will have a few stumbles along the way as we get everything sorted out. But we will always strive, I promise you, we will always strive to to provide you with high-quality Christian content that is relevant, informative, uplifting, but maybe more importantly, it will be content that you can trust. Okay, now let me take a moment just to share a bit with you about myself, your Encounter Life host. I am a semi-retired pastor ordained by the Assemblies of God for 40 years. Along with my wife, Joni, we led great churches in Indiana and Michigan, which included 30 years in a suburb of Detroit, Michigan. Most currently, I serve as an associate pastor at Encounter Church. Over those many years, we have been involved in many different types of Christian ministry. However, it was a handful of enjoyable years spent hosting a radio broadcast. This is the day on a local AM/FM station that would give me a passion for radio broadcasting's modern equivalent, podcasting. But what I really want you to know is that I'm just a kid that grew up in the midst of the cornfields and the hog farms of north central Indiana. A kid that probably has storyteller DNA. You see, I'm just a simple storyteller that God would recruit to tell the greatest story ever told, the story of God's love. For God so loved the world that he gave his only son, Jesus, to pay a price that I could never pay, to cancel a debt he did not owe. And because of this, I now have a hope that is an anchor for my soul, a hope that I believe will carry me all the way to the finish line, at which time I am going to very quickly look over my shoulder, bid you all farewell with a wink and a wave, and I'll be going home to a heaven that awaits me. These are the lyrics from a song that many of you might recognize. It goes like this: Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of glory divine. Heir of salvation, purchase of God, born of his Spirit, washed in his blood. This is my story, this is my song, praising my Savior all the day long. Written by songwriter Fanny Crosby over 150 years ago, I could say it none better today. This is my story. This is the story that I've spent most of my life telling. My friend, there is a fact that I know to be true. The adventure of a life that has encountered Jesus is the best life you will ever know. I want to thank you for being a part of Encounter Life. All of you that were here for this very first episode, well, consider yourself brave. To do something for the first time takes courage, takes faith. It takes being the type of person who sees life as a grand adventure. That is who you are. Our first few episodes are going to be audio only, but video is coming soon. It's going to be great. But because of a bunch of technical facilities and financial issues that we currently face, we are limited. But I assure you, we will reach our goals for this ministry. Video is coming. If you would like to be a part of the Ask the Pastor series, you may email your questions to encounterstudiosfl@gmail.com. Let me repeat it, encounterstudiosfl@gmail.com. I can just see it now. Someone's going to ask if Adam had a belly button. Well, the answer is no, he did not. Seriously, send in your questions. It can be a spiritual or biblical question, Or perhaps a question such as, Pastor Jonathan, what do you enjoy doing on your day off? Perhaps, Pastor Derek, what has been your most memorable moment in ministry? Be encouraged today, friends. We hope to see you sometime soon at the Encounter Church tent in Wildwood, Florida. As you eagerly look forward to our next episode, remember, the Encounter life is your best life.